Hi, I'm Weston. I love talking about the Astros, and I'm here to talk about game 107 of the regular season where the Astros play the Cleveland, that's right, Guardians. And we win 6-0 over them. And yeah, Justin Verlander, again, a really good game. And I really think that is how I would phrase this performance for Justin Verlander. It was really good. It wasn't great. It wasn't ridiculously good, but it was good. 6 innings to shut out baseball, 5 strikeouts. Good enough. Only 1 walk. Verlander's only had 23 walks this year. I was blown away when I heard that. He's 4th best in Major League Baseball in walk percentages, or walks per 9 this year. I'm not surprised, but I'm surprised if that makes any sense. Only 7 swings and misses, which is not wonderful, but also the 6 hard hit balls and 6 innings of work right where you want it to be. Again, only 2 hits. It was a really good performance for Justin Verlander. And then we talk about the offense tonight. And boy, oh boy, the bottom of the lineup sure was productive. Got on the board first. Chas McCormick, RBI single in the 3rd inning to make it a 1-0 Astros lead. And then Chas McCormick again in the 5th inning, another RBI single to make it a 2-0 Astros lead. After that, Martin Maldonado, a 2 RBI double to make it a 4-0 Houston lead. And bottom of the lineup, looking pretty darn solid. And then the 7th inning would happen. Chas McCormick with a home run. We're going to talk about him in a minute. And I'm going to probably throw my arm out, patting myself in the back, talking about him. They made it 5-0. And then Martin Maldonado with a home run in the same inning to make it a 6-0 Astros lead. And the Astros had 6 runs batted in, all runs batted in, by the 7th and 9th hitters in the lineup. From a team that has Altuve, Jordan, and Bregman all in the top 4. Just as you would expect. In the 7th inning, Will Smith, no, thank you, would come in relief of Justin Verlander. He would have a clean inning. Hey, positive. He'd also pick up a strikeout. Ryan Stanek would come in, and he would not allow a run, but he would give up 3 hard hit balls in a single inning. So that's not wonderful from old Ryan Stanek, but you can live with it because hard outs. That's all you can want. That's a positive. And then Phil Maton would come in the 9th inning. Clean inning, got a strikeout himself. That's good. And before we talk about Chas McCormick, I will mention the not-so-wonderful injury. Alemis Diaz would leave the game after a collision with Jake Myers. That's not wonderful. Also, on defense, I will talk about a great defensive play, which was Jeremy Pena. I want to say in the 4th inning, the ridiculous flip after stumbling and bumbling the ball to get it to Altuve. That was a beautiful play. But all that aside, I want to talk about Chas McCormick. 3 for 5 tonight. He was fantastic. And he has raised that WRC plus on the season to 117. Which is good. Among players on the Astros with 100 plate appearances this year, that is 6th best. It's better than Diaz. It's better than Pena. It's only a little bit off of Kyle Tucker, who has had a not wonderful month of July. And that is not to dunk on Kyle Tucker, by the way, talking about WRC plus overall for the season, because I want to say Tucker's at 123 and McCormick's now at 117. That's not bad-mouthing or dunking on Kyle Tucker whatsoever. That is praising a unsung hitter in Chas McCormick who's good. He is a good hitter, and I'm sick and tired of people not addressing it. On top of that, center field is the 3rd most important position by the defensive spectrum, and he plays it really, really well. He's in the 88th percentile in outs above average this year. He was in the 97th percentile last year. I want to say he's in the 94th percentile of outfielder jump this season. He plays a premium defensive position at an elite level and gives you an extra, just a good offensive bat, 117 WRC plus, and we just kind of ignore it. And not just that, we openly say we want to get a different center fielder. People yearn for the return of Jake Myers, and I still think Jake Myers has upside, certainly. But the answer is already standing in center field, and his name is Chas McCormick. People wanted us to go get a center fielder at the deadline, or wanted us to do something about it last year in free agency, and we're going to probably hear people talk about wanting to do something for it in this upcoming free agency. And my response to that is no. You have a genuinely good, above average, both offensively and defensively, center fielder who's going to be making league minimum for another season and then arbitration for 3 more years. And there's no... there's no need to do anything about it. If I'm James Click, I look up and down the roster, I look at center field, I dust my hands, I don't need to worry about that. I'll specify this is not in any way, shape, or form an insult or anything bad about Chas McCormick, and I specify that in the like 0.00001% chance you would ever watch one of these. Chas McCormick is kind of like when the check engine light comes on in your car, but nothing happens with the car. You know, you're driving, you don't hit a bump, nothing happens, the car doesn't shake at all, no smoke comes out of it, the check engine light just ticks on. But, like, the car's running fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's still going. Like, should you check the check engine light? Probably. But I'm not gonna address it until it actually needs addressing. You can't improve it defensively because you have one of the premier defensive center fielders already playing the position, and if your worry is offensively, I would say either A, you don't need to worry about it, he's like the 7th or 8th hole hitter anyway, and you have other offensive titans on the team, and B, yeah, you could address it by going out and getting a 130 or 140 WRC plus outfielder, specifically center fielder, but instead you could save the $15 or $20 million and put it elsewhere. That's what I would do. He has had a great stretch recently, and I'm putting my foot down. Respect Chas McCormick. He is my starting center fielder for the foreseeable future. I am not hearing arguments against it. Outside of that offensively, because that was actually what this is supposed to be, I just went on a big old tangent. Altuve was good. Pair of hits and a walk. That's great. Yordan, only one hit, but a pair of walks. Solid enough. Again, Yordan Alvarez somehow being one of the most disciplined hitters, yet also one of the most powerful. Only $19 million a year that we have him signed for the next 6 years. Thank you, James Click. On top of that, Jeremy Payne, you multi-hit evening. I already sung the praises of Chas McCormick, and Martin Maldonado with a 2-hit evening, including a home run, because job security works. But that's about it for the video, even though this is barely a recap, and more so just me standing here screaming about how much I like Chas McCormick. But that's beside the point. We play again tomorrow, 7:10 Eastern, 6:10 Central. We sent Framber Valdez to the mound. The Guardians have not named a pitcher yet, so mystery box. And I'll be here afterwards to talk about it, but that's all I have to say for the evening. So thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic day, and as always, go Astros.